It's 2 in the morning, a cold basement in Brooklyn. I'm lying on a piece of cardboard, and I'm battling a voice that keeps saying, you will never amount to anything. You will never amount to anything. It's loud, louder than anything else in that room, and I can't silence it. That is why I reach for the bottle of pills. Not because I wanted to end my life, because I didn't know how to live with that much pain. I was only 22 years old, alone, sleeping in a cold basement, feeling invisible, like life had already given up on me. I was tired. I was done. And I know some of you know that place. When your mind becomes the very place you're trying to escape, where you start to wonder if the world would even notice if you disappeared. But that night wasn't where my pain began. It was where it finally caught up to me. Let me take you back. I'm at home in 8 p.m., no electricity, just a candle flickering on the table. I'm 11 years old, suspended again, sitting in my room crying. I hear my father, the man I admire, say to my mother, I need another son. This one will never amount to anything. Maybe he said it out of frustration. But I didn't hear frustration. I heard truth. Because at that age, you don't question words. You absorb them. They shape you. And that sentence, you will never amount to anything, became my identity. I started failing classes, got left back. Each failure added another layer of shame. I was drowning and no one noticed. So at 17, I came to the US, new language, new world, new beginning. I thought I left everything behind. But the words, you will never amount to anything, they didn't need a passport. They came with me. Applied for job after job, rejected every time. The only place that hired me was a fast food restaurant as a janitor. And every time I map the floor, I can hear my father's voice whispering, you will never amount to anything. And after you hear something long enough, you stop fighting it. You start believing it. So that night on that basement floor, I wasn't trying to end my life. I was trying to escape that sentence that I accepted as my story. But I'm glad I survived that night. Because the very next morning, something happened at work that changed my life. My supervisor noticed I was down and asked me, what's wrong? I broke down and I told him, I'm sleeping on the basement floor on a piece of cardboard and I don't see a way out. He didn't lecture me. He didn't shame me. He listened. Then he left and came back and put $600 in my hand. Then he said, go buy yourself a mattress and don't let this moment define you. You've got so much potential, Kevin. Don't give up on your dream. It wasn't the money. It wasn't the mattress. It was the message. For the first time, someone spoke life into me. So it was time to retire the story, you will never amount to anything. I made a decision. If negative words could break me, then positive word could rebuild me. So I quickly stopped at a 99-cent store, bought a pack of sticky notes, and I started writing all over the basement wall. This is just a stop, not your destination. You are not a failure. Keep going. Those notes were not decoration. They were medicine. And slowly, those words catalyzed my transformation. Science calls it neuroplasticity, your brain rewiring through repeated thought. Faith calls it the renewing of your mind. I call it sticky notes. Because the word you repeat shapes what you believe, and what you believe shapes how you live. Over time, I changed my story. I learned English. I earned multiple promotions from janitor to regional leader. I became a husband, a father, and I purchased my first home. Can you believe it? The basement boy is now a homeowner. And 3 years ago, I became an author. I published my first book. And now, I am a speaker changing lives. My only regret is that my father didn't live to see it. He died in the 2010 earthquake in Haiti. But I don't live my life to prove him wrong. I live to help others rewrite their story. Because it's not what people say about you that shapes your life. It's the story you choose to believe. So tonight, I want to give you what changed me. When you go home, rewrite your story. Write words of encouragement on the sticky notes. Put them somewhere you'll see them. Your mirror, your dashboard, your desk. And say those words out loud every single day, even if you don't believe it yet. So keep writing, keep speaking, keep believing. When doubt shows up, and it will, you are not who you were. You are who you are becoming. I survived that basement because God intended for me to speak from it so someone else could walk out of theirs. So I leave you with this. Your next chapters begins the moment you stop repeating what broke you and start speaking what builds you. Thank you. Thank you.